first video on the full mount positioning, we're going to cover low mount. Typically when you'll see low mount is the first time you've gotten to mount, say right from side control, you've slid your knee through, or you've made the or your opponent has started to push your knees down, is when you can establish your low mount. So once I've gotten to mount, a common time that we can use low mount is when my hips are right on top of my opponent's hips. They can be trying to shrimp, move around, push my hips down. So if I want to start isolating the legs, watch how I start bringing my heels to the sky. I'm trying to aim for my heels to hook my opponent's hamstrings. By hooking their hamstrings, and I can start isolating, I have at least 4 points of contact on my opponent. My heels, each one of my heels is 1 and 2. Now both sides of my hips is 3 and 4. So 4 points of contact. My chest can be number 5. And what my hands are doing, my hands are not posting on the mat. If I have weight on my hands, that means weight is on the mat and not my opponent. I need to make sure my opponent is bearing as much weight as possible. So with my hips pretty much on top of their hips, I start driving my heels to the sky, picking up their legs, and driving my hip bones straight down. This can help isolate their hips and keep them from turning to a side to shrimp out of your mount. Anytime they're taking their hand down and start pushing, make sure you address that hand, pick up on it. You can go to the elbow and pick straight up. If they get down to your knee, go down 4 fingers, sliding underneath the wrist and picking up on that to help keep them from pushing your legs too far. Remember, our hands are only there to help us maintain balance. They're not there to bear our weight. You want to make sure that your opponent is carrying as much of your weight as possible. So think heels to the sky, hips down through your opponent to the mat.